52 right here. Mike 52. All day, baby. All day. All day. All day. Mike 52. Mike 52. Bravo. Double. Mike, go.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
I got you. Where's 52? Block 52. 52's the mic. Go.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Complete to Washington. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A gain there of 21 yards. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
52's the mic right here over there, right? 52's the mic. I got it. Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52. So don't say nothing. Ready, go.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Man open left side. It's his running back with it. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Here we go.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 24. They'll look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
50. Wait. Single. I see you in the slot. Motion. Wide. Move. Watch 12.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
90 is a mic. It's a party now. It's a party now.
He'll look to throw. It's caught. Cooper. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got the turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
They'll set up to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the and got his man, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 37 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. He'll look to throw. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
Here we go. Delta. 60, orange. Play on top deep. Don't let him breathe, defense. Ready.
They'll look to throw here. And a big one. across here as he's taken down. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Ware gets hit, and the ball is loose. And I think the Chiefs have it. They do. So a first-quarter fumble in the rain, and this isn't supposed to let up. They've had flash flood warnings just west of here, so they better get used to this.
And it's hard to do real early in the game because you're so amped up and you're trying to do so much. You've got to get used to it, though. You've got to focus in on the ball, make sure you're taking care of it.
Ready.
That one cost them.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. 2nd and 10. He's going to wind up and air it out. And he fires one that's bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. They'll set up a throw. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Well, he's got to have that wrong, doesn't he? They declined that.
There's no doubt about it. Sorry to step on you there, partner, but let's go ahead and run this one together, right? Incomplete pass, yet they call pass interference, and somehow you're going to decline that penalty?
I'm so confused. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Looking to throw. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And incomplete, almost intercepted. Had a great shot at picking that off in the end zone. And now 4th down. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Going for it all. And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10.
Let's go one more. 90 is the mic. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. 90 is the go. We ain't giving them nothing to do.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. They'll rifle this one deep right side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? No. You can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic. Watch the run. Watch the run.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Back to throw here. And the pressure gets to him again. Nick Bosa picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed in this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center.
Alpha.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now he's going to go up top over the middle. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Give him 30 yards there. The first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from the Motor City. It's the Lions that have grabbed the early lead. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Here as he's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Check that. One like 52 right here. Double dog. That's the way.
They'll drop the throw.
Check it.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hudson. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
Complete to number 89. A gain of 27 on the play.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, right at the 40. We're scoreless after 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Over the middle, complete. That's Young. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there with his first career touchdown in his first career game, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like.
And this will be caught at the 30. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A big play there. 82 yards as they are now on the board here in the first half. And that is how you retaliate after getting scored on one play, big pass downfield, and you hit the end zone.
Almost feels like two boxers just throwing haymakers at each other, doesn't it? One connects with a big one, the other comes right back. Okay, I'll show you. And they attacked right back on the first play of the drive and hit them big. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now back to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
They're going to look to throw. Dan, nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. And he is all the way up past the 25. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range. But boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
Back to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. 2nd and 5. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration. Check the backer, check the backer. Shift, watch the shift. Rush in, rush in, rush in. Ready.
Well, going deep here for Taylor. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Check that. We got Mike 52 right here.
Second and 14. And he's going to go down again.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me. Check.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant to the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Flushed out right, and he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
It seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Now this throw caught left side. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. Now the big play pushes him all the way out to the 40 now for first down.
Watch the safety creep. Spot. Ready, go.
Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 34. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. A loss of 8 that time, and it brings up third down. Now on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. They'll look to throw. Now he's taken down, a Chiefs sack.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sack.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
Brandon, you're never quite sure what the side judge or the field judge is going to rule there. That was awfully close, but in the end, he says it passed over the 1 yard line, and that's where they're going to mark it out. I mean, you can see it right there, right? See him walking up the sideline? Told him to stop right there at the 1.
52. Watch 52. 52's the mark.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. This quarterback now has hit on just 7 of 17 passes, 41%.
Watch the boot. Hey, go. 52. I'm coming after you. 52.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. 2nd and 15. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
He's got a man, complete. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go, feet, tighten up. Nice 7, let's go. 52, Mike 52. Go. It's on field.
He'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to launch it for Washington. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. They'll set up to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off around the 37. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning, threw 28 his rookie year.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Nick Bosa able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. He'll look to throw. He's going to launch it for Washington. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Check, 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 check. Check out, bro. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52. You don't want nothing.
They'll look to throw here. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Well, they went with the nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down, you bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Niners will take over at the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. 90 is a mic. You ain't got nothing.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
2nd and 2. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
90 is a mic. I'm here all day.
Cooper's got it. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the 1st down. Well, that'll get him to 1st down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. This quarterback now 8 of 17 so far, so under 50%, but he's got a 1st and 10.
90 is a mic. Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball. 90 is a mic. Ready.
They'll set up a throw. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there.
Let's go.
A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Well, there's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Looking to throw. He finds Taylor. Complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31.
This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is third down.
Set, go. Here we go, here we go. Set, go.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
Go get him. Go get him. 90 is a mic. And go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. Fourth down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's first and 10.
Let's go.
This quarterback now nearing the 300-yard mark with still a quarter to play. It's first and 10. Back to throw here. Being chased out left. And this is incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Big play coming up. Here's third and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Head up. Three bud. Charlie. Hey, check.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. They still can't get it. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. The point after is good. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken about the 12. And a nifty return there as he's all the way up past the 40-yard line.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got...
No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. Well, now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. They'll drop the throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
So when you have good field position to start a drive and you give up back-to-back sacks, that can be demoralizing for a team.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. He'll drop to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And that one incomplete. They tried to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down. but to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play. Here comes the 49ers punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. This is taken around the 12. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. We talk about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Now a man open down the middle of the field and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Well, some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Big loss here as he's taken down. Nick Bosa. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
They're going to look to throw. Buying time to his left. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Every penalty so critical at this stage of the game as now they've got it 3rd and long.
52's the mic right here on the left, right? 52's the mic. Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day offense.
He's going to let this one go deep. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Nick Bosa able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. 2nd and 9 now. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. Making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. As they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. A very important extra point there, up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
And maybe try and find one of those.
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
You better be ready. Don't be scared of it. He's coming. Double up, double up. There you go.
Back to throw. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Wide open receiver complete. And a loose football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
When offenses dial up big shots downfield, they're not always for the guys out wide. Sometimes they want to go to their big target, deep downfield, and the defense breathes a sigh of relief. 50-50 balls, not easy to get away from the big targets.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 33. 20. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Watch the run. Hey, Mike 52, Mike 6. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. They try to take a shot there on 2nd down, and that leaves them, because of the incompletion, a very tricky 3rd and 10.
And with the time situation, you would expect them to try and get it all in this one play, but there's still enough time that if you can take something shorter, gain some yardage, make it a more manageable 4th down if you need to.
They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Partner, you absolutely cannot take a sack in that situation. Now, it's also 4th down.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And defensively, that might just seal a Week 1 victory.
No, check that. Blue dog quarters. Watch the out. Let's go.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers. Oh, no, he lost the football. Well, call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is caught, so it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however. Problem for them, they needed that score with a little more time left on the clock. I think just too little, too late now.
I would agree with that, and we're programmed never to say never. But in this case, we're asking a lot for them to even think they have a chance.
So with just a few ticks left, they need a miracle. And it's the 49ers who recover it, and that ought to just about do it. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. So the victory here for San Francisco. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. And now I'm listening to you. So for the Niners, it wasn't always pretty, but they do eke out the Week 1 victory here by a field goal. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.